Hey everybody, it's Carrie Adam here. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys have gotten up and gotten out for your long run this morning, or maybe you're saving that for tomorrow because if you're a runner, weekends are for long running early in the morning. I did get up early, so I'm looking kind of tired today because I wanted to get my run done before my family got up, before I went to work. Hey Lisa, how's it going? And I wanted to make sure that I got on here today to kind of review the runner's reset, you guys. I know New Year's is a big time for new goals, new year, new you, new habits. Like, we're really excited, and I see this happen in groups like this all the time, where that first day, that first week, I get tons of signups, tons of excitement, and then through the week we kind of dwindle, and that's the challenge, right? That's always the challenge with health and fitness, is how do you keep it up, right? So I've given you guys everything you need to know this week to get up and running. You have all of the knowledge that you need. I have all of the training plans to keep you guys going, but it's how do you bridge that gap, right? How do you keep this momentum up for the long term? Because consistency is the only way that you're going to reach your health and your running goals this year, and you're going to have good weeks and you're going to have bad weeks, and the important thing is that you keep getting yourself up and feeling good. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of this today, you guys, and I'm going to kind of introduce you to the VIP Running Moms Academy, which I'm super proud of and super pumped to be offering you guys at the price that I have it for. So you guys, this week I want to first congratulate you guys, and if you're on here live, awesome. I'm super pumped to have you and have your interest enough that you're taking the time in your day to listen to me, because I ramble a lot. I want to congratulate you in completing the 5-day challenge. I know a few of you out there posted every day and just killed it this week, so you should be super pumped about that. It's a really fantastic way to get this year started. And as you can see by my training, it's not super intense. It's not every day. I'm not about going harder, going home and pushing through all your excuses. I'm here to help you guys train smart, take rest, allow your body to recover and adapt appropriately, because that's how you're going to get strong this year. So the first day was about just getting moving, consistency, 3 to 4 days a week of consistent work, meeting yourself where you're at. Hi, Mindy. Awesome. All the people that have signed up for the program are here. Cool. So day one, we talked about pace. Your pace on your easy days and when you're getting started should be easy. You should be able to talk. You should be able to breathe. You must be able to maintain your form. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, and even just let go of what your pace should be and where you should be, and just celebrate where you are and make sure that you're able to do it safely. Day two, we talked about strength training and why strength training is important. If you're beginning, strength training is even more important. If you're trying to get faster, strength training is super important. Basically, strength is important for every runner. It's going to help you maintain that posture, maintain your alignment, so you minimize your risk of injury, and you're actually going to allow yourself throughout the year to be able to run further distances. Because again, I said this before, and you'll hear me say it again, distance is not a privilege, it must be earned. You must build the strength up, okay? So strength is really important, and I give you weekly strength workouts in the VIP Running Moms Academy, and I keep it really simple, you guys, because I'm a physiotherapist. I know the science behind what it takes to build strength, and I also know the science behind motivation and what keeps you guys going. And if we overcomplicate things, you're going to get hurt, or you're just not going to do it. We don't need to make it complicated. We're runners, and most of us like to keep it simple. So squats, lunges, side lunges, all that kind of stuff, combined with the fact that it's all postpartum friendly. And I'm always in the group, and you can ask me if you need a modification. If something's not feeling right for you, I can modify it for you, because there's always something you can do. But I also want to keep those pelvic floors, those diastasis recti, those cores safe, which is really, really important, and something that I would say almost no other run training program out there is doing, and not a lot of fitness training programs are doing that. So we need to educate ourselves and be able to adapt as needed. Day three, we talked about rest. Mamas, we need to be resting, me included. It's a really hard thing, but I am committing, after this week is over, to get to bed and get up at the same time every day and get myself some sleep. And I suggest that you guys all do the same thing, because rest is super, super important. You don't have to work out every day. You don't have to push hard every day. And a lot of us are actually overtraining and under eating, and that's something that we're going to talk a lot about in this program going forward. Rest. Then we talked about interval training, speed work. You have to have a base fitness level, but then you got to push yourself. You've got to incorporate some speed work. It's very specific run training, and it's going to make you faster. It's going to build muscle, which is going to burn calories, and it's going to make you fit. That's how I got fit. Speed work and strength work, guys. And then I kept my endurance, and I was able to push my endurance as well. So they're all interconnected, and that's how you get fit. And then number 5 is core training. So I give you guys core training workouts for the first month every week, and then that core training is sort of put into the strength work, because all of my strength workouts, when you learn how to connect your brain and your body, they all become core workouts at the same time. A squat is a great core workout. A lunge is a great core workout if you know how to connect your brain to your body and you have some basic understanding of core training. Runners need to be core training, and we have no idea how to do it. A lot of us are doing sit-ups, push-ups, and planks. I see you guys doing those challenges, and they make me cringe because they're not supportive of our postpartum bodies, our diastasis recti, our pelvic prolapses. We're not connecting with our breath, with movement, which is what we need as runners. As runners, we need very specific core strengthening works, very mindful, dynamic, functional core training, because that core, the function of it, like I said, is to hold your body upright, to support your back, to allow your pelvic floor to efficiently contract properly so that when you run, you're not leaking. Okay, things aren't falling out of you. And I know I've gotten a few emails from people that they're like, whoa, that does happen to me. What does that mean? I've never really tuned into that. Well, that's really important stuff. You can still join the academy if those are your issues, but you might approach it as more of a fitness program as opposed to, I'm going to get up and running. You're going to build some base fitness level. You're going to learn about your body, and you're going to connect your core, okay? So those are like the key parts of the strength and fitness, but there's also the nutrition part. We talked about water. Drinking lots of water. Most of us are dehydrated. We talked about eating real food 80% of the time, the JERF principle, right? We talked about gut health and how important that is to your running. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't touch on, like that we touch on a lot in the VIP Running Moms Academy, but we do it slowly, so it's not all slammed on you at the same time, because to start healthy habits, you have to go slow and incorporate them one by one so that you can sustain them for the long term. That's the whole point, and that's why health change is so hard for people. So we're going to talk about eating breakfast, why that's important, and what you should be eating for breakfast. We're going to be talking about fueling pre and post workout. We're going to be talking about why skipping meals is absolutely sabotaging your weight loss. We're going to be talking about proteins, healthy fats, because a lot of us, especially women, are not getting enough, and if you're not getting enough of that stuff, your body is not able to efficiently burn fat to fuel. Your body uses fat, it burns fat, it uses fat to burn fat. So if you want to become lean, these are all the things that you need to be taking on, and we're going to touch on these in the Run program. This is not a Couch to 5K app. We take on, it's like a health coaching app, you guys. It's an app. It's a health coaching live program. We take this stuff on every week. We're taking on new challenges, okay? So that was a jam-packed week, you guys. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts? I think there's a bunch of you out there. You know, I had over 800 people signed up for this challenge, and you guys are left standing, so be super proud of yourself. Everybody wants to get fit in the new year, and 70% of people that start a fitness program quit and fail, and I don't want that to be you guys. So you guys have started, you have implemented some seriously good strategies and habits to get fit this year. The challenge comes in, how do you keep that up for the long term? How do you make this entire year, this next 3 months is where you need to start. Like, how do you get fit this year? And I like to think in 3-month training periods. It's easy, it's hard to plan the whole year, but if you can think in 3-month periods, that's why I give my runners 12-week programs to follow. We do the health challenges. You have a very detailed running program that of course is flexible if your life changes along the way, but generally we focus on the next 90 days, because you can do anything for 90 days. Like, you can commit for 90 days, and with the group you're going to get the daily support, the motivation, the inspiration. These women are awesome in the group. I just love these groups. I do them as much for you guys as I do for me. They're super helpful. So in the academy, I've also got I'm improving it this time. I've added a lot of stuff to it. I'm getting more organized as we're growing, and I'm actually going to separate us out into 2 groups. I think we're going to have a beginner group. So if you're out there and you're terrified and you're scared and you find running and a lot of the long distance runners intimidating, I get that, I hear that. So I'm going to do a beginner program if you want to just get started and be with all of the people who are just getting started, because that's important, to be with a like-minded group. And then I'm going to have the group that's a little bit more advanced, a little bit more experienced, and maybe not terrified to get started. So I'm going to split us up so that it's not overwhelming, and because sometimes the groups get pretty busy and I don't want anybody missing out and feeling overwhelmed. I want to be here to support you and surround you with people who are also going to support you. I'm going to put you guys into an email sequence, so the emails are going to come out every weekend so that you can get the meal plans and get yourself ready and know what strength workouts are coming, and it's really easy, accessible for you to get the information in your email. And keep it organized, because Facebook moves so quickly you miss stuff. I don't want that to happen this year, because I know that's how I've done things in the past, just keeping it simple. But the Facebook group is there, and I'm going to be posting the motivation and the pictures, and that's where your community is going to be. Your community of badass running moms. I've also teamed up with these amazing holistic nutritionists who put together really beautiful, clean, simple, easy to make recipes. They're holistic nutritionists from Nourish and Glow, and they're in one of my business groups, and they've offered to give us weekly meal plans, and they're not meant to follow to a T. They're just meant as a guide, just even a reminder that you need to plan your meals. You need to be structured in your eating just as much as you're structured in your running programs, because the more structure you have, the more freedom you're going to have when you plan and organize your week. And that's something I struggle with. I struggle with meal planning. I struggle with food, and I know you guys do. I know everybody does. But when you're planned, you've got some healthy meals, you've got some fresh ideas, and you can maybe get excited about cooking again. I kind of want to pull that into the group this year, instead of like me being, I often get sort of down on food and down on cooking, but I want to kind of ramp that up a bit. Like, let's get excited about our food. It's fueling us. It's going to help us get faster and get stronger and get fit this year, and we need to treat food appropriately, right? We want to enjoy it. I want to help you guys find some good meals that are tasty and nourishing that you're going to love and that you're going to make for your family, and they're hopefully going to love as well. Maybe your kids won't, but they'll love it over time, and they'll remember you as the crazy mom who made all that healthy, nutritious green food with all those seeds on it, right? That's what I want for my kids. I make them eat it, and one day they're going to look back and remember what a hippie mom I was and be so thankful for me. What else, you guys? I've put together a goal setting workshop for you. I've got it recorded, and I'm going to send it out to you guys, and it's really an awesome goal setting workshop, so that I ensure that you guys are successful this year. We're going to be talking about 5 strategies to help you set goals, and more than set goals, take action so that you make them happen. Small, consistent action steps is going to get you massive success this year. That's how I do it. That's how super successful people. I just follow what other successful people do. I study them. I learn from them. I try to implement what they do, because I want to be successful in every aspect of my life, and I want you guys to be too. So like I said before, this is about running, but it's also about a lot more than that. So I'm going to give you guys that, and then we're going to do, I'm also implementing some live coaching calls. So I'm going to give you guys that goal setting seminar. You're going to watch it on your own time, and then we're going to meet online in like another forum like this, but it's outside of Facebook. It's called Zoom, and we can see each other and we can talk. So I'm going to do that once or twice a month. I'm going to have those calls set up so we can talk about the goal setting and the struggles, and we're going to share our wins together. We're going to get to actually know each other, because we're seeing pictures and stuff, which is really awesome. I feel connected to everybody in the Running Moms group, but I want to like talk to you guys, and hopefully we can make that happen sometime. So twice a month we're going to do live coaching calls. We're going to be going through that goal setting webinar together. That is exclusive for VIPs only. I'm probably going to put that out there for everybody else, but I'm going to charge them for it, probably $25, and you get it as part of the VIP group for $20 a month. It's going to be included. I've also put together an incredible, I'm super excited about this exclusive interview series with I've got friends all over the place, and in nutrition schools and fitness schools, and they're all amazing professionals who love what they do, and they're really good at it. So I put together a bunch of interviews. So we're talking about nutrition, performance, nutrition and weight loss, runners and eating disorders, and just eating sort of disordered mindsets, and just risks and stuff for that. She's an incredible dietitian down in Florida who I met when I lived in Costa Rica last year. So lucky. I feel like the universe works that way. Like you just randomly meet these people who are going to come into your life and just be able to give back with this. So I feel so lucky to have these people in my life. We're also going to be talking about adrenal fatigue and moms and how to approach your running to help with that and not make it worse. We're going to be talking about running as nature, as ecotherapy. It's part of the reason I think a lot of us love running is because it gets us outside, right? So we're going to actually dive into that and think about it a bit more. Again, it's creating that mindset towards loving your runs and loving your time outside and appreciating that. That's going to actually impact your adrenal fatigue and your other fatigue and the stress that you have, because stress management is super key. So I'm getting together an exclusive interview on stress management and high performance coaching for moms, because a lot of that high performance coaching is for everybody else, but we need to create structure to our day, create rules to our life so that we can have structure and be massively productive, because we have a huge long to-do list, you guys, and we also have this desire to run and to get fit and not lose ourselves in this period after kids. And I think that's one of the keys, right? Is I know for me, I don't want to lose myself in this life after kids, and running is something to me, training, being successful and being able to push myself in a way, just in the way that running brings to me, just really helps me stay connected to myself in this new life after kids. And I've adjusted my life a ton since having kids 6 years ago, and it's all because I committed to running. I committed to that time, that sanity that it brought me, that quietness it brought me, and I changed my mindset towards it. It's been stressful, and focusing on the fit, and focusing on the weight, and focusing on the calm that it brings me, the community that it brings me, the connection that it brings me to myself. And that's why I do this, you guys, and that's why I train you guys to just keep going. I know it's hard, I know you're tired, I know all of that, but if we can switch the mindset around all of that, you are going to be successful, and it might not be reflected in the scale. I want you to throw that scale away. It's going to be reflected in so much more, and when you look back in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months, you could be a totally different person at the end of next year. I know 2 years ago when I did this, when I woke up on New Year's Day, I was in a miserable place. I didn't know who I was stressed, I was exhausted, I was unhappy in my relationships, and I got my own coach. I have a coach because everybody needs a coach. Everyone needs a community somewhere where they can share their struggles and still push themselves appropriately, in a place to learn about yourself when the rest of your life is about taking care of everybody else, right? That is the community that we're creating in the VIP Running Moms Academy, and I am super pumped to have it and super pumped for you guys to join us over there. It's $20 a month. I know other run programs charge $250 a month so that they can give you special apps and customized programs and all these paces, when the truth is most of us aren't doing the basics. So we are talking about the basics and creating community. It is super, super important to me at my core to provide you with valuable, research-based training in a really affordable way. Like people go to the gym and they get personal trainers and they go to hot yoga. Like that stuff's all super, super expensive, and this is just something that I'm making affordable for you guys, because it's something that you're going to do every single day, and it is what's going to make the difference this year for you, but you need to keep it up consistently throughout the year, okay? And I'm super excited, and I love all of the people that are in it. I have a bunch of testimonials and videos I'm going to be posting throughout the next day and a half so that you guys can stop listening to me and start listening to what they have to say. What else was I going to say? I don't know, I could talk forever. Thank you for taking part in this challenge. Thank you for sharing it if you did. thank you for being a part of this community, and if this is not the right time for you to join, that's okay. We still have the free community group that's just a bunch of like-minded moms as well, trying to get by, trying to run, trying to stay connected. And I know that as our kids get older and we grow in this Running Moms community together, we're going to be meeting in some pretty rad places, doing some pretty epic runs together, like the Squamish Trail Half Marathon. I can't do that this year, but I'll tell you, you guys, we're going to meet in a couple years, and we're going to do this shit together, because we're going to be strong, and you're going to come out of this period of little kids where we have no time and no freedom, and we're going to come out strong and feeling awesome, and we're going to be connected to an amazing community of running moms who also want to do this kind of stuff together. So that time is going to come for us again. Most of us right now have little kids, but you're welcome to come if you have big kids, and you're welcome to connect with other people in here and meet each other up in different parts of the world for sure. Like Costa Rica. I hope to build this big enough that I can bring you guys up to Costa Rica to run with me. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go find my kids. I've been working all morning, and it's time for me to get back to mommy life, which is awesome. We're gonna go to the park and we're gonna play, and I think we're gonna pull out the bikes because I don't have any snow here right now, and we all need to get outside a little bit. We've all been a bit lazy this last couple weeks. Thank you so much, you guys. Congratulations again. Take care.